Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Takeaway Tip Tuesday. I'm your host, Ramona Remisad. I'm an intuitive guidance coach, angel therapy practitioner, speaker, and co-author of 2 Amazon bestsellers. And I'm here to help you learn how to tap into, really understand, and trust your inner guidance so you can take strong, confident action in your life and your business. So welcome. We have another new episode today. It is Tuesday, November 21st. And today's episode was really inspired because as we get closer to the end of the year, a lot of people are very focused on checking in. Are they on track to reach the goals that they've set for themselves this year? Are they going to finish out the year feeling like it's been a quote unquote success, right? And our minds really turn to all of that. And so today I really want to share with you what is the biggest block to achieving success, reaching your goals, having fulfillment, having happiness, all of those great things. And it's really not what you think. You're going to be surprised as we get through this episode, I can assure you. Now, you may want to guess what some of those blocks are. So if you want to take a guess, feel free to type it in the chat. Also, as you're coming on, let me know who's on. Let me know where you're from. Love that. And remember, this is totally interactive, so you can type a comment. You can send me hearts or thumbs up if you want. So what most people think of when they think of blocks to success or to achieving a goal are things like their mindset, right? They're like, well, I kind of know what to do, but it must be my mindset that's holding me back. I get caught up in negativity and things like that. So some people think it's mindset. Some people think it is their limiting beliefs, right? That those subconscious limiting beliefs are sabotaging them. And this happens, like I said, on the subconscious level. So that's tricky because if you don't even know that you have a limiting belief, then how do you fix that, right? Other people might think it's fear. They're like, well, I know what I need to do, but I'm just afraid. And so, I can't move forward. And they believe that it's the fear that's blocking them from achieving success or reaching their goals. And those all, trust me, those all play a role, but there's still something that's even sort of bigger that sort of overlies all of those things. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So what is it? Everybody's like, what is it? Really, what it is this, doing the work. Okay. Now, before you get all up in arms and you're like, what? Like, are you telling me that I'm a slacker, that I'm, got a poor work ethic? I'm not saying that. I'm sure that you are all, working full out. But here's the thing. Okay. Are you working on the right things? Because it's kind of one of 3 scenarios that are playing out with most people that I see, and I'm going to explain those to you. So in one scenario, a lot of you are falling into what I call the manifestation trap. So you have goals that you've set, you have things that you're trying to achieve, and you are doing a lot of visualizing, you're using positive affirmations, you're offering up prayers. All the while, though, you're ignoring that inner guidance that's prompting you to take some kind of an action step, right? So that's one group of people. They're kind of falling into that manifestation trap. Then there's 2 other groups of people, and those people are, let me back up a little bit. Every day you're putting time and energy into something, right? We're all doing that. We're putting our time, we're putting our energy, and we're doing things. And as we do things, we are being guided by thoughts and ideas and other things that come to us. So every day, as we put time and energy into something, we're putting time and energy into things that can be sorted pretty much into just 2 baskets. So imagine there's a basket labeled internal and there's a basket labeled external. And what's happening with most people is they're putting their time and energy into actions that are externally driven, right? Maybe a boss is telling them to do something, or maybe, you want to do something and then a family member or a friend is advising you, so you take action based on what they've told you. Or maybe you're working with an expert or a mentor and they're advising you on something. Or maybe you're reading some kind of a book, or you're consuming information from some other media source, right? So a lot of your actions are being externally driven. And when that happens, sometimes we get pulled out of alignment of our true path and purpose, right? Now, there's the other group who are taking action or putting their time and energy into things that are internally driven, what it is that their inner guidance is prompting them to do, right? And so that's how they're putting their time and energy. And what happens with the externally driven group is they kind of go out and they realize they've kind of got off track and they have to circle around and they detour. And then they go out again, and then they're like, no, this doesn't feel right, or this isn't really leading me in the direction that I want to, and they circle back again. So they're really getting, like I said, pulled off track of their path and purpose, and they end up wasting a lot of time because they have to keep doing these detours. So they're kind of missing the mark, and they're not always reaching their goals or achieving that level of success that they want. And in a lot of cases, they feel like they're spinning their wheels, going around in circles, and they're getting burnt out, and it feels hard. Everything feels hard, right? Conversely, the group who's putting their time and energy into what they're being internally driven to do, those people are always in alignment with their path and purpose. So they're taking action, they're moving step by step, they're blocking out all the other noise, they're not listening to it, they just see that bullseye target of what it is they're trying to achieve, and they're taking steps towards that each and every day. And when they do that, they have a lot of support. It's like the right people show up, all of a sudden the money is there to support them, opportunities are falling in their lap, and everything seems easier, right? They're doing the work. And so is the other group. They're doing work too, but as you can see, it depends what kind of work it is that you're doing. Are you taking action on what you're being, being guided internally to do, or are you putting too much time, energy, and focus into all the external stuff and forgetting to check in with your own self and seeing what your inner guidance is urging you to do, right? And you can see that it makes a big difference. In the end, both groups may get there eventually, or will get there, but in the externally driven group, it's going to take a heck of a lot longer, and you may get burnt out in the process and just quit and never get there, right? However, the group that's popping the bubbly on December 31st is more often the group who's listened to their inner guidance. And not just, inner guidance is one of those things that people reach for when they have a big critical decision to make. But what I'm excited about and what I'm passionate about is teaching people to live from this place each and every day, not just when you have a decision to make, because then it's going to elude you, right? Because you're going to be so in the throes of desperation or, confusion, that you're not going to know how to read the signs and signals of what your inner guidance is sharing with you, right? It's subtle. But when you live from that place each and every day, all day, every day, 365 days a year, then when you really need it, it's going to be easy for you. You know what the signs and signals are. You know how to tap in. You know how to decipher it. You know what it means, and then you can take action on it. And that's the beautiful life, right? That's doing life the easy way, not the hard way. Who wants to do it the hard way? So that's what I'm trying to help people with, is learn how to live life the easier way and achieve that level of success, happiness, all the good stuff. And not just from the point of career or business, right? You can take that inner guidance and take action in all the areas of your life, whether it's health, whether it's relationships, whether it's lifestyle, like how you want to live your life, what you want to do for fun, right? And then you're reaching your goals in all of those areas. And when you do that, then you have achieved whatever that quote unquote success means to you. So that's what I'm about, is really trying to help people get there. So I hope this really makes sense. I really do feel like what I've just shared with you is probably the juiciest stuff I've given ever. And it's basic. Again, it's not complicated, because if stuff's complicated, nobody's going to do it. It has to be simple. But the beauty is in the simplicity. And so I want you to take this in and maybe even come back and watch this again and really think about this. So every single day, as you are taking action on something, check in and say, is this action that's being externally guided, or is this action that's being internally guided? And like I said, the more you can shift to getting to a place of blocking out the extraneous noise and just taking action on what you're being guided to do, that's when everything is going to be a lot easier. You're going to be in alignment with your purpose. So you're going to feel very fulfilled. You're going to have happiness and all the good stuff that we all want and that we all deserve and that we're capable of achieving. So if this is, something that you want to really get good at, if you really do want to start living your life this way, then I also have an important bit of information I want to share with you and an invitation I want to share with you, because I'm hosting a retreat this June 8th through the 10th. And it is completely focused on those things I've mentioned, on how do you tap into that inner guidance? How do you decipher it? How do you understand what it's telling you so that you can trust it enough to take action? And we're going to be doing it all in a very immersive way. It's not just theory, we're going to be immersed into it. And I'm going to be revealing all of the details about this retreat very soon, but it's not going out in the big wide world. It is only going to be shared with people who are ready for this, who really want to take this information and build it into their life. And the retreat is only going to be open to 15 people. So it's not a big hoopla. It's going to be a very small and intimate group, but it's for those people who are ready to take that step. So if that's you, then I would like for you to get on the wait list so that as soon as I've released all the information, you will be the first to receive it. And you can get on that wait list at tinyurl.com/BC retreat. So it's www.tinyurl.com/BC retreat. And as I said, all of that information is going to be given out very, very, very soon, and I don't want you to miss out. So if that's you, get on the list. If it's somebody you know, share this with them so that they can get on the list, because as I said, it's not going to be blitzed out there to the masses. It's going to strictly be to people in my community who are at that point where they really are ready to take strong, confident action in their life and not get bogged down by all the noise that we're being bombarded with, and who are ready to kind of go back and remember that we all have that inner voice that speaks to us, and how do we access that and really put it to use for the superpower that it is. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, and I hope that you have found this helpful. If you think other people can benefit, I would love for you to share this out, because as I said, I feel like it's that one thing that really gets people way off track in terms of reaching their goals and achieving the levels of success that they want. And we don't want people to be spinning out, burning out. We want people to achieve what they are here to do. So please share that if you feel guided to do so. And join me back here tomorrow in the morning for another daily angel guidance message, and get on that list for the Connect to the Power Within retreat happening June 8th through the 10th in the amazing mountainside quaint town of Radium Hot Springs, British Columbia. And very soon all of the details will finally be revealed. I know I've been talking about this for a while, and just a few more tweaks need to take place, and then we'll be ready to share it with everybody. Well, not everybody, like I said, those people who are ready and wanting to take that next step. So have a fabulous day, everybody, and we will see you soon.